So welcome back. Last when we left off, we somehow failed a mission. We have no clue why, because it was a very simple mission, but somehow we managed to fail it, which cost us a little bit of reputation and money. But we're gonna make up for it, and we're gonna make another mission, and we're gonna test the Mark 16 parachute in flight over Kerbal. We're just gonna finish that one, I guess. Do we want to escape the atmosphere? No. We can do the solid fuel on suborbital. No. We can also test the radial mount parachute, but we have to go a little bit higher up. Actually, we could do this one in conjunction with the other one, because this one needs a speed of... Yeah, let's do that. This one has a duration 1 year, and this one has a deadline of 425. So I'm not sure how we could fail these missions, but somehow we did. So we have additional parachutes now. We can have a communitron in here, on here now. This is like an antenna for basic communications. I'm gonna stick it on here like that. Let me see. We're gonna put additional parachutes on here. Where are we gonna put it? I guess we have to do some symmetry. Do it like this. Do we need the mystery goo container? No. Well, no, we need it for in the water. Put it like this, and we're gonna put the parachutes on there on top here, and that should be fine. But there's one problem with this mission, because we need to do exactly 40 to 100 meters per second at 5,000 altitude. So I think if we want to manage our speed a little bit, we cannot do with a solid fuel booster. It's very difficult to do. So we have to make some investment here, which eventually is what we're gonna throw away. And we're gonna try and do it like this. Okay. To activate the bar through the staging sequence. This one is same. We're gonna let Jebediah do this. And we have about 960 meters per second delta V on this craft. We don't need the monopropellant. No issues here. So let's go. Oh, wait a minute. The staging sequence. Yeah, like this. Okay. Check. Let's go. We forgot the fins, but we have enough control here with the engine. Hopefully, because I'm starting to swivel now. I'm throttling back a little bit because I want to actually 5,000. Oops, we went a little bit too fast. Let's turn around, manage our speed. We have delta V. And we need to do 40 to 100 meters per second. It's pretty specific. Almost 8,000. We need okay, that was a success. Now, if we come to, oh, we can already deploy the Mark 16 parachute now. So that mission is a success as well. We'll take a look at the mystery goo. Nothing here. Put this one to 500 feet. Otherwise we'll be stuck in the air for a long time. And I'm just gonna speed time a little bit. It's 3.5 meters per second. This is gonna take a long time. Well, look at the textures. These are really good textures. But I also noticed that it has an effect on the frame rate. And my frame rate is like 45, which with this game it should be even more, but it's okay. We can do a mystery goo on the water. The goo wobbles around in its container and starts to seep out of the holes. We can do a temperature reading of the water and a crew report. So that's it. I think we can also do an EVA. EVA report, and this is from the shores as well. You can do a little bit of swimming here, and also notice we now have a button which was requested for a long time, which enables us to do sea level altitude or terrain altitude. So probably the ocean here is 260 meters in depth underneath. But if you start landing on the moon, that's gonna be really handy because you wanna know that the altitude, the altitude to the ground, and not to the sea level. Okay, we have some science to be spent. We can unlock all these parts if we want to. We need 45 for the next step, but I think we're gonna need this one because it gives us a pressure measurement. We can do pressure measurements, and we can get the heat shield, which enables us to re-enter from the atmosphere. Also, we have a surface bay, which can be handy. I think also we're gonna Let me see. We're gonna need this one and also this one, but we don't have science anymore, but we can manage for now. So I'm gonna buy this one because it will give us more science, and we need this one. And I'm gonna take the surface bay. I think we can escape the atmosphere now. Yep. We can do a test of the hammer solid fuel booster at launch site. So we're gonna go for a new craft. First we start out with a command pod. And we can wait, new one, don't save. Where's my command pod? It's over here. And then we can do a solid rocket booster. Just test this one out. Now it's tempting to hit the spacebar, but if I do that, I will lose a Kerbal. Oh my god, I just lost Jebediah. If you run the test, it actually fires. Oh my god. There you go, Jebediah. Oh, and it's reaching its G limits, and he's the first guy to get really high up the atmosphere, but I don't think he's enjoying the view at the moment because, well, he's smiling. Let me just take a look outside. Wow. We can see the curvature of Kerbal curving. Yeah. Is he actually in space? Wow, that's great. Jebediah was actually the first Kerbal to reach space, knowing that he's not gonna survive. It's pretty harsh reality to be looking out the window like that. It's a mistake by the engineers. Just as somebody said, no, it's no problem, you know. If you run the test, it doesn't fire. It's okay. And then, yeah. I mean, if we could do an EVA, then he would be safe because we could get out and take the parachute, but we don't have it. Somehow we also failed this contract. I don't know how we failed it because, well, Jebediah got all the altitude records, so I don't think he's really happy about it. He's going head first in his seat. This is a harsh reality. Bum. Ow. Ouch. Okay. Jebediah Kerbal was killed. I'm gonna drink a beer. Well, that was not too okay. Let's see what we got. We got additional funds, but unfortunately we lost the pilot, KIA. But that's a harsh reality of Kerbal space program. I mean, if we don't lose Kerbal right from the start, then you're not playing it right. Let me see what we can do next. We were testing something. Do we have the other contracts? No, we completed these ones. Okay. Yep. Okay, and we're gonna. Are we gonna try and orbit Kerbal? We have enough science to unlock this one. We also can do a upgrade to our space center if we want to. We can actually do EVA now. Well, we can upgrade the launch pad, but we still don't need it. Or we can upgrade the vehicle assembly. No, we can't. Or we can upgrade the mission control center, which enables us to take on more contracts. But I think I'm just gonna leave it for now like this. What's our reputation? It's like 2 or 3 plus. Can we do a fundraising? No, we don't have too much of a reputation going on. I just think we're gonna do some additional science and just leave it for now with the funds. If we make some error down the way, we have additional funds to survive. And we have some additional parts, so we can definitely take up orbit Kerbal. We don't have any electricity going in our spacecraft, I think. So we can orbit Kerbal, and we'll have to leave once the electricity runs out. Or we can do these focus temperature surveys. Well, first of all, because Jebediah died, we need to skip a few days, because it's the same with NASA and Apollo missions, right? Because if they lose an astronaut or with the space shuttle program, they're not gonna go the next day. It's not gonna happen. So now we can do some tourist adventures, which will give us some additional renown. Renown, how do you pronounce it? My English is not that good. These temperature observations, where are they located? We can do some temperature observations around the space center. There's one here. We need to do it above 17.6 kilometers. And its agency is Zaltonic Electronics. I guess we're gonna take up that one. It's a little bit southeast of our position. But we need to be above 17 kilometers. So Zaltonic, this one. And there's only a small amount of funds involved. So the only pilot we have left is Valentina. Let me see, we're gonna take this one. We can make just a regular craft here. can do some science. Temperature like this. Some pressure readings. We can do multiple, I guess, because this is the first time we do a pressure reading. And we do want to have a parachute on there. That's it. And I do want to control my attitude this time. Flying over the area there. So I'm gonna take the swivel engine and put some fins on here. And I think we're good to go. Yep. I think I can do one less. That should be fine. But I mean, it's only 275 space bucks, so just to make sure. I mean, the engine is the most expensive part. It's like 1200 space bucks. Okay. Valentina is in. And I need to be able to put this in the navigation computer, as you see it. Now we see in the nav ball we see the icon for the area. I'm gonna throttle it a little bit. There's no heat shield, so we should be a little bit careful. We need to be above about 18 kilometers. I should have put a heat shield on there because just for safety, right? Eight kilometers, 10 kilometers, still climbing. Lower the throttle for G-forces. Do a temperature reading now. That's it. We did a temperature reading from the upper atmosphere. Let's cut the throttle because we're gonna go. Otherwise, we're gonna go too high. Now I can push this maneuver node symbol, and then I can see my apoapsis, which is far too high now. So I'm just gonna turn it around and throttle back a little bit, because I don't want to end up too high. That's it. We're going to decouple. Do a crew report. And we can do additional atmospheric reading. Upper atmosphere. I must say these textures look incredible. And my frame rate over here is 60. Also notice that the sky is just black from the luminescence from Kerbal. So once you get up there, actually you can see the stars, but it's just like in real life if you have a big light underneath you. Also the sun textures are great. This is a great visual enhancement. I do worry a little bit about bugs in the mods. I like to tend to just keep it stock, because then you don't have too much troubles when you do a lengthy career mode. But it seems to work fine. Now, also, we still have the monopropellant inside here, which we didn't need, but okay. There's an island down here with a runway. And notice this symbol here down under in the left hand corner. From the parachute, then it says yellow, then it's actually the parachute opening is still not safe, so you should wait for it to get like this, and then you can safely open the parachute. And now it's just speeding up the time and descending through the atmosphere. Yeah, that's it. I was thinking we could do a pressure reading, but we should have brought more pressure barometers. So this 27 additional science over here. Okay, let's do the next one. They want us to also have a Mark 12R radial mount drogue chute. We can do this one. I think we should make like a standard rocket for now, which we can just save and just put on a rocket every time, so we don't have to build it. Yeah, we can do this one. Let me see if there's a temperature mission close by. There's one here and there's one here. If we do this one, we can end up in the mountains, and we can do additional science over there. But this one should be performed below 17.1 kilometers. I think we're gonna take up this one. It's from Floyd Dynamics Research Labs. This one, below 17. I guess for now we can use this one. But I do want to take another mystery goo container with me, because you know, we can use it maybe in the mountains. So I think we can take another. We need the pilot, but yeah, she's just been flying, so I'm gonna save this craft and just skip another day. If we go from here, it might be a little bit more close by. Just put a barometer in here. like that. Yeah, that's it. Seems like some clouds are coming over the KSP center. It's pretty neat. Let me see, this, activate this one. Ah shit, we forgot to do a pressure reading on the runway. I'm gonna go very shallow because I don't want to end up so high as that we did last time. This is more like Thunderbird 1. We're gonna end up in the mountains? No. Are we overhead? Yes. That's it, we did a temperature reading. Great. Hopefully we'll end up in the mountains. Maybe I can steer this a little bit. There's no way to control it. Okay, abort. Whoa. The G limits were suddenly really high. But it's okay. We do a crew report of flying over Kerbal's grasslands, so we didn't end up in the mountains. No additional signs to be had over here. Can we do it in, oh, we have a crew report. We have a crew report that's valid, that's okay. We do observe mystery crew. Nothing really special up here. EVA report 1.7 still. And pressure reading 2.5. It's okay. So we're up to 40, so which almost enables another. I think this one will be the most important one to unlock because they will give you the Science Junior, which further enables more science to be had. We can test the heat shield at the launch site, that's a really easy one. So I'm noticing this one, oh, duration 1 year, that's okay. Are we gonna orbit Kerbal? We can, but I want to have some electricity. But there's battery packs in here. Let me see. You can get a small amount of additional science, and then we can get to orbit with the science junior. Let me see how we can do a pressure reading from. We can take a look where we still don't have room to do pressure readings. So in here, in the archives of the technology center, we can take a look at let me see, atmospheric. We have only one report from the grasslands, so we can do additional reports, no problem. Just put one over here. And Bill Kerbal is gonna go inside. This is gonna be additional 2.5 from here. Now if we do this from the runway, I guess we have enough for unlocking the next stage. I thought we did a pressure reading from the water. That's 2.5 right there. Do we do a mystery goo containment? Yeah. Crew report. Yeah. Okay. Another temperature reading from the one ray. There's several spaces where you can do science on Kerbal, also on the space center, but you need a kind of a vehicle to run around. So now we can unlock this one, which is really important. Or we could unlock aircraft, which enables us to go around the space center and fly to places. No, I'm gonna go for this one. And I'm gonna definitely do this one, the Sputnik, because I think historically this is the real way they put I mean, the Sputnik was the first satellite in space. It was not a manned flight. So I guess we're gonna do the same, and we're just gonna put Sputnik into orbit for the first time. But we will gonna have to have some additional batteries for that, because we don't have any solar panels or whatsoever. So yeah. Oh. So we're gonna orbit Kerbal for the first time, and we're gonna test the heat shield 125 at the launch site. Oh, we can't do it because we still have this drogue chute machine. Okay. First we're gonna do the drogue chute. So now instead of the goo containment, we're gonna take a drogue chute with us. And we need to perform the drogue chute at 7,000 altitude, and yeah, we can manage that. We're gonna put an engineer in here. we're gonna put the staging right, so the drogue chute over here, and we're gonna enable it via the staging. Or just haul it into flight. Nothing special there. Okay. Now we don't have SAS support, so I have to steer this all the way. There's a maximum of 320, so that's it, we completed the contract. Can we do a pressure reading? No, not really here, but we did get Bill Kerman some additional experience. Maybe we could try and land him on the island, but I can't see the island now. Decouple and see you down. So this will give Bill some experience, but I don't think it's going to be sufficient enough to upgrade him. Can we see his stats? So if he's upgraded, we could make him repair stuff like tires or parachutes, I guess. And he can do something with drilling, but that's for later. Can we do temperature from Kerbal, pressure from the water, and a crew report? I thought we already did that, but okay. So now we have enough funds and science for the next level to put a Sputnik into orbit, to put the first satellite into orbit, and we can play around with the Science Junior. So I see you next time.